So let's talk about The Greatest Showman, which is celebrating its fifth anniversary this year. Big D's! Entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2017 biographical musical drama flick The Greatest Showman, released by Fox, directed by Michael Gracie in his directorial debut, written by Jenny Bix and Bill Condon, starring Hugh Jackman as the titular character in ways in if it's yeah, I bet yeah, I guess you could say that. Along with Zac Efron, Michelle Williams, Rebecca Ferguson, and Zendaya. Film features 9 original songs from Benji Pasek and Justin Paul, and based on the story and life of P.T. Barnum, a famous showman and entertainer, and his creation of the Barnum and Bailey Circus and the lives of its star attractions. Yep. Now, the film got released on this day, December 20th, 2017, which henceforth, today is the film's fifth anniversary. Came out 7 months after Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus ceased operations. Anyway, it got mostly some good reviews and what have you, but I'll get to that later on. Now let's get into the story. As a child, P.T. Barnum and his tailor father, Philo, work for the Hallett family. Barnum falls for the Hallett's daughter, Charity. When Charity attends finishing school, she and Barnum write to each other until reuniting as adults. They eventually marry and raise 2 daughters, Caroline and Helen, in New York City. They live a humble life, and though Charity is happy, Barnum craves more. Barnum loses his shipping clerk job when the company goes bankrupt due to a typhoon that sank all the firm's cargo vessels. He later secures a bank loan deceptively, using his former employer's lost ships as collateral. He opens Barnum's American Museum in downtown Manhattan, which features various wax figures. Ticket sales are slow, so Caroline and Helen suggest showcasing something alive. Barnum adds freak performers such as Bearded Lady, Letty Lutz, and Dwarf Man Charles Stratton. This garners higher attendance but also protests and poor reviews from well-known critic James Gordon Bennett. Barnum renames his venture Barnum's Circus and recruits playwright Philip Carlyle to help generate publicity. Philip is mesmerized by the African American trapeze artist Ann Wheeler, but he hides his feelings. Philip arranges for Barnum and his troupe to meet Queen Victoria. Barnum persuades famed Swedish singer Jenny Lind to tour America with him as her manager. Lind's American debut is a success. During her song, Philip's parents see him and Anne holding hands. As Barnum gains favor for aristocratic patrons, he distances himself from his troupe, advising them to work without him. Dejected, they decide to stand against their local harassers. When Philip and Anne attend the theater together, they run to Philip's parents. They chassis, if I mispronounce that word, I apologize to him, for parading around with the help. Philip tries to convince Anne that they can be together, but she disagrees, saying that they will never be accepted socially. As Barnum takes Lind on a U.S. tour, Charity, who stays home with the girls, feels isolated from her husband. While on tour, Lind becomes romantically attracted to Barnum. When he rebuffs her, she threatens to quit and later retaliates with a surprise kiss at the end of her last show, which is photographed by the press. Barnum returns home to find his circus on fire, caused by a fight between protesters and the troupe. Philip runs into the burning building to save Anne, not knowing that she has already escaped. He suffers serious injuries before Barnum rescues him. Now I'm going to just go ahead, stop there, and I'm going to give you 5 seconds to stop this video before I go into the last bit of the final act plus the ending. Anyway, and you know the procedure for this. Go to the description box below, fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Bennett tells Barnum that the culprits have been caught and that Lind has canceled her tour after Barnum's scandal. Barnum's mansion is foreclosed, and Charity, having found out about the kiss, berates Barnum for caring about only himself and the show and takes the girls to her parents' home. Devastated, Barnum retreats to a local bar. His troupe finds him there and say that despite their disappointments, they still consider themselves a family. Inspired, he resolves to build a new show and not let ambition rule him. Philip awakens in a hospital with Anne by his side, while Barnum and Charity reconcile. A recovering Philip offers his share of the profits to help Barnum rebuild the circus in exchange for becoming a full partner, which Barnum readily accepts. To economize, Barnum transforms the enterprise into an open air tent circus. The revamped circus is a huge success, and Barnum has Philip take his place as the ringmaster so the former can spend more time with his family. Barnum leaves the circus early and arrives on an elephant to attend Caroline and Helen's ballet recital. The movie ends with a quote from P.T. Barnum that reads, "The noblest art is that of making others happy." End of story. So, what did I think of The Greatest Showman? Well, I gotta say, I really liked it. I mean, after seeing the trailers for this, I was totally hooked onto this. Well, wasn't really sure if I could get to see it or not. I had to wait until it got expanded because it's starting a little bit of a small limited release and then it expanded. And when I saw it, I knew I wanted to go see it, and I did. Anyway, due to for the reviews, it was praised by for its performances, the music, visuals, and production values. Unfortunately, it was criticized for its artistic license, but that's understandable. It received nominations for Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, and Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy for Hugh Jackman at the 75th Annual Golden Globe Awards. However, the film won the Golden Globe Award for Best Original Song for the song "This Is Me," which I now know that was from here. It was also nominated for Best Original Song at the Academy Awards and won the Best Compilation Soundtrack for Visual Media at the 61st Annual Grammy Awards. Anyway, I thought The Greatest Showman was incredible. It had a big selling soundtrack and what have you. Let me see, which came out there on, and apparently it became a big success. And let's see. Yeah, it really did well. The soundtrack reached #1 on iTunes in over 77 countries. But it topped numerous charts, including the Billboard 200, making that the first soundtrack to do that in probably some time. It also topped the Billboard soundtrack albums chart as well. And went on to sell 4 million copies in the US. Anyway, yes. So, anyway, I really liked the soundtrack. It has great songs, including The Greatest Show, A Million Dreams, Never Enough, This Is Me, and Rewrite the Stars. A lot of those songs were really good and what have you. So anyway, that was pretty good. Well, and along with its score from John Dabney and Joseph Trapanis, plus Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, it was just so good. It had a good long run as well. But anyway, with its reviews, Rotten Tomatoes says it tries hard to dazzle the audience with a Barnum-style sense of wonder, but at the expense of its complex subjects, far more intriguing real-life story. Well, again, it's understanding and what have you, but I still think it was good though. Now, as for our cast, Hugh Jackman put on a great performance as P.T. Barnum. Yeah, I think this was probably the next big type of role I had actually liked him in outside of the X-Men franchise. Zac Efron played Philip Carlisle. He did good as well. Michelle Williams did a great job as Charity. Rebecca Ferguson played Jenny, who did exceptionally good, while Lauren Alred did provided Lynn's singing voice. Now, playing Anne is Zendaya, who a few months before this, the same year, recently played MJ, or should I say, Michelle, in Spider Man Homecoming. Let's see. There's also lots of others here. Keela Sell as Lady Lutz, Sam Humphrey as Charles Strand, and there's so many others and what have you. So, anyway, The Greatest Showman had a whole lot to offer for a musical. Actually, as a matter of fact, this was actually one of the well, actually only only musical I've recalled going to see in the theater. As a matter of fact, yeah. But anyway, I think it's pretty good with a pretty good story, but and great direction, a great cast, a great score and soundtrack. I think it's definitely a good film. So overall, would I recommend The Greatest Showman? The answer is hell yeah. It has been a big success on physical media. It's also been seen on Disney Plus. I think it's still on there, but I might be wrong. But yes, I think it was so good. But I gotta say, I really enjoyed the performances, mostly from Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, Zendaya. Who that's who I really wanted to see. I was blown by wow the way she looks and what have you. That was so incredible. But anyway, so what are your thoughts on The Greatest Showman? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time, now, here's a little change of plans. Now, I have decided I probably won't get to decide not, probably I won't see I Want to Dance with Somebody, the Whitney Houston biopic. So I'm going to postpone the Bodyguard review to next year, so I do apologize for that. So that way I can focus on more Christmas films. Now I was going to do this on Christmas Day, but I decided to leave Christmas Day blank so that way I can give everybody a chance to be with their families on Christmas Day. So next time you will begin the Four Christmases review tomorrow next time instead of Christmas Day itself. You're, but I will still do the Lidsville Saturday Morning TV Log and the Prince of Egypt review on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, no videos. But you will get some other reviews coming up for some Christmas films. Like I'm going to plan to do Arthur Christmas and perhaps Santa Claus the movie, and possibly maybe I'll do the a little mini review perhaps of the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. So we'll see. Stay tuned. So thank you for watching my review of The Greatest Showman. And if you like this, you may want to check out my reviews for some of these other flicks and what have you, with a little musical feel and what have you. In the upper left hand corner is my review of one of the greats, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from 1971. In the upper right hand corner is my review for one of my absolute favorite musicals, Grease. It's actually a re-review I did after the death of Olivia Newton-John. Or if you would like, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my re-review for Spider-Man Homecoming. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.